Hello.
Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
You did the on-screen cue for everybody to
I
see.
did.
You did. You let us know. Anyway. Welcome to Warm and Cozy Quilting. I'm Jason.
I'm Sadie.
She's also the producer.
Producer Sadie.
Who's usually behind camera, obviously, doing all the gestures from over on this side. Oops. I think it's kind of funny, actually.
That's just a little behind the scenes for you guys.
In front of the scenes.
Extra
bonus stuff
for you.
Make that a part of the outtake loop, if you would, Sadie. Put that on the... She's not over there. She's right here. You can't write it on your board.
No, I can't.
Mental note.
It's there.
Anyway, I'm Jason.
I'm Sadie.
We're in Columbia.
Yep, we're Warm and Cozy Quilting.
Are we?
I think we said that
I did say that much.
Cool.
I don't know that I introduced myself. It's been a long week.
It is.
Sometimes I'm not even sure I am who I say I am. For now, though, I'm going to be Jason. We're going to pretend.
Okay.
If you're out there, say hi. Say hello. We know you're the #1 customer. You should know that.
Yes.
If you don't, you are. But say hi. Join along in the conversation. We're here on the Facebook and on YouTube.
Yes, on YouTube.
So go on over there and, while you're there, hit that subscribe button. It's free.
Helps us out.
Doesn't cost you anything. It's just beneficial to us. Also, while you're watching and you're saying hi and telling us where you're from, if you're not local, or if you are local, I don't know, use those react buttons at the bottom, because that is also free.
Also nice. Helps us out a bit.
It does, and we appreciate your help.
Yes.
Thank you. 'Tis the season for giving reactions.
Yes. That's what they say about this season.
That is. That's what this season's for. All the reactions. All right. I love it. Anyway, so you're not Danielle. Danielle's teaching a class today.
Correct.
They're doing their snowflake sew-along.
I'm close to Danielle.
Very similar.
Very similar.
Very similar. Sister, actually.
Yeah,
So,
right.
There's that much.
It's
but
different flavor.
Not the same.
Right. Correct.
So, but that's okay. It'll still be fun. It'll still be exciting.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about what?
Gifty things.
Gifty things. More specifically, what do quilters want?
Right.
What do you want? What do you want for Christmas this year? What do you want somebody to buy you?
Yes.
We're going to talk about some things. Of course, I asked AI what they recommend. I love technology.
Ask the robot.
I asked the robot. Robots, tell me what you know. So we're going to see how that compares to what you guys think.
Robots only know so much. So please tell us what you are most wanting for this Christmas season.
Yes.
In the comments.
That doesn't mean I'm getting it for you. I just would love to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you need to send this video to, your loved ones, your partner, whoever, totally fine.
That's a very important show note that I have when we get to the meat and the crux of all of it. Really kind of nice to get whoever's involved in purchasing gifts for you involved in this video, because I have some great sound sage advice for them.
Yes.
And trust me, it's going to be worth it. And if you're sitting next to your spouse and they're going to want to buy you something because they just like to surprise you with stuff.
Just elbow them.
No, just turn the volume up real loud.
That's real subtle. Real subtle. Love it.
But yeah, anyway, just a thought. Or do like Sandy does and throw it on the TV and turn the volume up real loud. All right. Anyway.
Must be in so much definition.
So high def.
So high def.
Anyway, you probably get the nasally sound from Jay. I've been finding I don't know, allergy, sinus, I don't know what thing for the last few days, last couple weeks even. I'm just over it. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the let's be 70 and then 20 the next day and then back and forth.
Redoing the notes for the show this morning. Last week it was snowing, and I was like,
it was.
Oh, yeah. Now it's 60 degrees or something.
Right. I don't even understand it.
No
I am
wonder.
so over it.
No wonder we're all sick.
Go us. Thank you, nature. You're the best. So let's say hi to some people, because that's what we do. We have good morning, Pam. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jackie, over in Indiana. Good to see you on.
Good morning.
Good morning, Donna. Happy holidays to you as well.
Yes.
Good morning, Carol.
Yes.
We've got Pam saying a bigger sewing room with all the things.
That's what I need too. They could just knock out some walls, put an addition on my apartment. That would be awesome.
I mean, that would be ideal.
Who needs a balcony when I could have a bigger sewing space?
No, you don't really need a balcony.
Yeah,
just build onto the balcony.
Yeah.
Just totally just slap some stuff up. I'm sure the building manager won't mind at all.
Not at all.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
In other news, Sadie's looking for a new apartment. She got kicked out. Anyway, I'm kidding. I'm joking. She didn't. Not yet.
No, not yet.
Sandy, watching you guys on the big screen on YouTube. Good morning and happy Saturday to you, Miss Sandy. Good to see you on.
Good morning, Sandy.
Jody! It's getting colder. Good morning. Southern Illinois represent. Love it.
Good morning.
Good to see you on. Yes, I know, Don. I'm full of great ideas.
And good morning, Jan.
Hello. Great to see you too. So So, again, as you're watching, say hi. Again, use those reacts. Help us out here. We're going to get through some announcements and things like we normally do before we dive into what you need for Christmas or whatever holiday season you celebrate.
Because we have some sales.
We have some sales going on. So the newsletter went out earlier this week.
Sure did.
Hopefully you've got a chance to peruse that. There are some very important things to note in that sale thing. Oop, that's the wrong button. Let's switch back over here. Boop. There we go. That wasn't even the right one I wanted.
So
here we go.
Right now, today.
So today.
What do we have going on?
So holiday season, full force happening. Yes. So yesterday, today, 6th and 7th, all loose fat quarters, normally $4 a piece.
Right.
Today, really, I guess just today, because it was yesterday. Yesterday doesn't count. You can't come back yesterday. $2 a piece for fat quarters.
Unless they're time travelers.
And if you're a time traveler, say hi to me then. Say you loved the show today. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Fat quarter bundles are 20% off.
Yeah. So
which
that's
is
nice.
Awesome. Very cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, make sure you come in and check that out. We also have a really good sale going on next weekend. Looks like for Batiks.
Mm-hmm.
And then December 20th and 21st, right before the Christmas, we have a sale on seasonal and holiday fabrics.
And if you haven't been in a while, we have really beefed up our selection of batiks. We have quite a bit.
Yeah.
And a lot of really bright ones.
Mm-hmm.
So lots to choose from there.
Yeah, and that'll be next weekend. So come in for that. But also come in this weekend for $2 fat quarters. Somebody was in the store yesterday and they said, yeah, this is like $8 a yard.
Yeah.
Fabric. And I said, you're right.
You're like, did we do that math?
I don't think anybody did that math. Nobody double checked that. That said, we are coming to the end of the year when we're going to do inventory, which means I have a ton of stuff we have to count, which if I don't have to count fat quarters.
We have thousands.
You're going to make my life so much easier. And we have thousands of fat quarters strewn throughout the store. So please come take a chunk home with you and save us the headache of counting them. Yes. Actually, it's Lydia. Usually we make Lydia count the fat quarters.
We usually leave that for the kids.
So help make her, Christmas break a little easier. With that, we do also have a sale going on or a bonus thing where we have a Gifty table.
Yeah. And
there'll be items that have bows on them. You buy one of these bows and you go in and check out, you're going to get a voucher.
You get a gift from Warm and Cozy.
Because
bonus gift.
You're going to get a gift to give, and then you're going to get a gift for yourself.
Yeah.
So,
or you can also give it.
Right.
Or what? I mean, live your life.
I think everybody yesterday that took advantage of this bought something maybe for themselves or a gift. We don't know. And immediately opened the envelope.
Yes.
And immediately used it.
Most people have been immediately opening the envelopes. And also the envelopes are sealed very well.
They are.
So that is always fun watching somebody struggle to get the envelope open.
It's just paper though, so it doesn't matter.
So sorry about the very well sealed envelopes.
They're very nice envelopes.
Yeah,
we definitely did not skimp on the envelopes this year.
Don't come for the envelopes, but it's part of the process.
It is.
It's part of the process.
With that said, I did see, so yesterday I was seeing people get $10 gift cards.
Yes.
I saw people get a free standalone pattern.
Yes.
Free panel.
Yes.
My understanding there may be a gift card in there for $50.
There is.
Plus other things.
Yeah, like a spool of thread is one of them.
Oh yeah, somebody else got one of those too. I forgot about so many. It's cool. Anyway, freebie stuff. You gotta love it. So
yes.
Donna got something too. I don't know. What'd you get, Donna? Do you know what she got?
Donna got a spool of thread.
Oh, well, there you go. Very nice.
And 2026. I remembered.
Very specific.
Yes.
Oh, love it. All right. Good deal. All right. And now, are we going to do that Gifty table through Christmas? Is that the plan? Okay, so that will be through Christmas.
Correct.
Each weekend we have something different.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Pam says maybe next week you go over all the sew and quilt things going on for 2025. We could. You go over before, but short memory and trying to decide my focus projects for next year. I think that's a good plan. We can look into our future projects and what we're expecting for 2025.
For sure.
The outlook, if you will.
So if you read the newsletter, I did throw in another mention for the Field and Furrows block of the month.
Yes.
That is now full. So thank you so much for...
Oh, yeah.
We had a few people who saw that again and jumped on to join us, but I no longer have any more spots in that.
So if you see that in the email, sorry if you didn't sign up.
But yes, there's still lots of other exciting things going on in 2025 that we'll talk about.
Absolutely. Keeping in mind, as far as holiday seasons go.
Yes.
Tuesday, the 24th, Christmas Eve.
Yes.
We are closing at 2 p.m.
Right. We're going to have limited hours, so just 10 to 2 that day.
Normally we do that. That's usually how it goes, because usually after about noon, everybody's running around buying all the things, and then it goes town.
Yes.
So we stay open until 2 just in case. But then we will be closed until January.
Well, technically January 2nd.
Okay, January 2nd.
With the little asterisk caveat that Danielle is doing a New Year's Day sew-along.
She is.
So you can come here on January 1st if you're part of that. Now, you can't just like pop in to buy a spool of thread. We won't have the store staffed for that. But you could join Danielle on New Year's Day and make Lilo, which is one of the patterns out of the new Stripology Quickies book.
Correct.
And it's so cute. We have a sample that Danielle made out of the new Tula Untamed. You have to come see. It's so awesome.
So this will be a monthly thing that she's going to do, correct? Is that the plan?
Yes, it's part. We're planning a Quickies Club. Now, you don't have to sign up for all of them, but every month, on that. Correct. As part of our club, we're going to try to offer one of the patterns out of the Quickies book.
Nice.
That you can do a sew along with us.
Okay. So first one is going to be January 1st.
January 1st.
So New Year's Day, what are you doing? Nothing important. Sign up for the class. We have limited spots. That's the important part.
Correct.
You know our classroom space. I can't take 80 of you. So
it's also not a ton of fabric needed.
Yeah.
You can do any size. So I know that one goes from like crib to bed, king, queen, something.
Bed. What a weird size.
Also, yeah, I know, right? It's only $30.
Oh, it's not bad.
Come and hang out with us all day.
Come
and
make a
use
project.
Our irons and
do all the things.
Cutting and
really just learn and do fun stuff. So that's the first. It's on the website under classes.
Absolutely.
Check that out.
Yes.
Sign up for that. It will fill up quickly. And last but not least, on the thing that I really want to talk about, loyalty cards.
Yes.
For those of you local, this is December. It is a free fabric month this month or this year.
Free fabric.
No, that's not normal. Usually December was not for the last few consecutive years. This year, though, it is. So come in and get your free yard of fabric this month.
Yes.
And then get your next year's card. If you don't have a loyalty card yet, it is an in-store only card. It gets you 10% off your purchases all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Batting, backing, notions, fabric, all of it.
Yes.
All the time.
Yes.
Not Creative Grids rulers.
Not
machines. Not machine services.
Correct.
Everything else.
10%.
10%. If it's Saturdays.
20%.
20%.
Sometimes you get a little sneaky exclusive sale.
Sneaky exclusive sales exist, and they happen because of the loyalty card. And last but not least, you get a free yard of fabric once a quarter.
Right, 4 times a year.
I don't remember what next year's are. I know next year's there's an oddball in there. It's like June, maybe?
Maybe. I know the first month is February. So if you're on the fence, you technically have till February before, you really have to decide.
And you get the whole month to come in and get that free yard.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you don't have one day in an entire month to come get it. You got the entire month. Come in, get a free yard of fabric. We want the new system, so there is no, hey, I missed one, can I get this next month? Nope. Got to do it in the month. Has to be. No exceptions or substitutions or words. Anyway, come in and get one. You'll love it. It'll be great.
Also, if you have loyalty for 2024 and you're buying loyalty for 2025, you get your loyalty 2024 discount on the membership.
So save 10%.
So instead of being $50 to join our loyalty, it's $45 for those of you who are already in the program.
That's some amazing math.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
I can do math sometimes.
I don't. I use a calculator all the time. Aside from that, we do have Janome and Handy Quilter have some amazing sales.
Yes, they do.
I want to tell you right now, the Infinity that they're running for a special this month, at let's round $23,990. $23,990 for the Infinity, which is a $32,000 machine.
Yeah.
That's like $8,000 off.
That's amazing.
That is almost the price of an Amaro 20 at full price.
Yeah.
That is 6 inches more of giant machine and faster machine and more awesome machine. That goes until the 20th of December.
Right. And a lot of the extras that come with the Infinity are so nice.
You got a thread cutter.
Yeah.
You got an under quilt camera.
The camera is nice.
It's a built-in black light. It comes with the rear handlebars.
Awesome.
I mean, it is. Yeah. Now is a great time to get a machine if you haven't got one yet.
For sure.
I did have this conversation with somebody. When is the best time to buy machines? No joke. Now,
definitely now. Well, especially on Pro Stitcher, the price that they're running on Pro Stitcher, they're
like $4,000 off.
I know this sounds so salesman-y, but
it is.
We've literally never seen the price this low.
No.
So it is worth considering if it's something you have been thinking about. Now is a good time.
Yes, ma'am. That is a correct statement. Also with Genomics, they have some great financing options available. So if you've been really considering that M17, you want that combination machine, but you really need to break those payments down into like 60 monthly payments of something manageable. They have some great financing options available. You should come in and talk to us about that.
Yeah, look, I get it. That's how I got my machine, is I did it in payments. Yep. So no shame in that game.
I mean, that's how Danielle got her Laura Star iron. Like, that's what we did. Like, I work at a quilt shop.
Dude, and groceries are expensive these days.
I know,
so,
right?
You know,
let's not go down
totally
that
get it. We're
going to say quilting. You can't do quilting fabrics.
Yeah, you're right.
But regardless, break them payments up.
We can, work with your budget.
Do it. Come in. Say hi. Let's figure out what you need, and let's get you a machine that you're going to love.
Yes.
And you won't have to, play the upgrade game.
Yeah.
You get the nice top of the line, and you're done. You don't have to worry about upgrade. You're set for life.
Future proof.
Right?
Yes.
Deanna loves her M17. I mean, I haven't heard somebody yet say, boy, I hate this machine.
No.
I've actually had two people say, I want to get a second one.
You know what I also never hear?
I won't stop you. What?
Like, oh, I wish I had less throat space.
Nobody will ever say that.
No.
I wish my machine was this big so I could fight getting the fabric through. No, absolutely not.
No.
So come in, check those deals out. Let me know what I can do for you. So that's those announcements on the newsletter. Yes. I have a very special announcement here that I have to make, though.
Yes.
You want to make this announcement, or do you want me to make it?
You got it.
I got it.
You got the paper.
Pardon me. Let me get my Walter Cronkite voice on.
All right.
This is from Donna Rector.
Yes.
Lead of the Stars of Honor QOV group that we have, it was here locally that we sponsor. Very important announcement. There is no Quilt of Valor meeting in December. So it was going to be this coming Thursday.
Right.
We are not having a December meeting for Quilts of Valor here at Warm and Cozy.
Yeah.
The next meeting will be January 9th. So that's a Thursday, January 9th, here at 6 p.m.
Yes.
Mark the calendars now. Write it down. We're going to finalize.
I was just going to say, you don't have to be a member to come to the meeting.
Correct.
If it's something that you're thinking about, something you want to just drop in and maybe volunteer some hours, you can absolutely do that without necessarily committing to anything.
Right. But we can get you information on becoming a member. Easy enough.
Absolutely.
They'll be finalizing details for the local sew day.
Yes.
Okay. Very important local sew day. Keep this in mind. So far this year, 6,948 quilts. Oh, these were awarded in November. So almost 7,000 QOV quilts were awarded in November.
That's amazing.
That's a wild amount.
Especially with Veterans Day. Like, there are a lot of people that have been honored with a quilt. That's amazing.
And it's still not enough.
It's still not enough.
But,
right.
So year-to-date total for QOVs awarded is 408,727.
That's incredible.
That's a lot of quilts. Still not enough. So because of that, we have the National Sew Day, which is going to be on February 1st, 2005. You can register for that at QOVF.org.
That's for Quilts of Valor Foundation.org.
Correct. QOVF.org. Go there and sign up. If you register by January 3rd, you're going to be entered into a national drawing for pre-Sew Day prizes.
Ooh,
I mean, right? Who doesn't like prizes? I love prizes. You'll contact Donna Rector. She's in here. I'm sure she's watching. I think, she was watching. She's there. Hi, Donna. Or Warm and Cozy with your name and email address. If you have any desire to sign up.
Yeah, we can get you signed up if you have any issue.
So the Stars of Honor Sew Day will be at the First Pentecostal Church at 400 Louisa in DuPont, Illinois. We
will be putting out a text post later that has all this information, so
you don't have to write it all
down. It will come out.
Okay. So bring a sewing machine. Oh, it's from 8 to 5, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So it's not a 24-hour gig. We're not going sew-a-thon here. Not crazy. Bring a sewing machine, thread, etc. All the necessary sewing stuff. Cutting mats and irons will be available. But if you have, cutting mat to work in your space, maybe not a terrible idea.
Yes.
You will be entered in the National Sewing Day drawing. We'll also have attendance prizes, so that's always great. Show up, do something useful. That'd be great. They recommend that you bring a sack lunch and a drink of your choice, but they will have bottled water available.
Perfect.
So if you just show up with no food, they will supply you with water so that you don't completely dehydrate as you sew and sew and sew.
Yeah.
It's nice of them.
Yeah.
I mean, anyway, each participant will be given a kit to sew, which includes the fabric to complete a QOV quilt top. So you're going with the intention of finishing a quilt top.
Nice.
They'll give you what you need to sew together, the fabric, all that. You take your thread and your machine and you Ta-da!
Nice.
Do it.
And that helps so much because there are backlogs in some areas where people are waiting for quilt tops.
Yes.
So we can get these quilt tops finished and get them to local veterans and servicemen and women and honor them for their service with a quilt.
Yes, absolutely. So that's coming. Make sure you go sign up, QOVF.org for the local Sew Day. Go.
Yes.
Wait till after the video, then go sign up.
Yes, very near and dear to our hearts. We have lots of servicemen and women in our family, veterans in our family.
Yes.
So we appreciate them so much.
And if you're watching and you served, thank you for your service.
Yes.
We appreciate you very much.
Yes, we do.
I would like to comment towards Miss Linda now, who asked about the M17 and the cost and the price point for that. Well, Miss Linda, the M17 is the top of the line Janome machine. That is a combination machine. It does professional, awesome sewing. It does fantastic quilt stitch regulation, and it also does some amazing embroidery, single needle embroidery.
With the biggest hoop on the market.
Biggest hoop on the market, by the way. It does start off at about $20,000, but that's the starting asking price. I can do better, I'm sure, if I'm pushed to shove. And actually, they have a great deal going on right now. So come in and talk to us. I can't tell you specifics over the internet such as this, but
correct.
Come talk to me. We'll take care of you.
Yes.
Okay? All right. Oh, good morning, Miss Jennifer. How are you doing today? She loves your shirt.
Thank you. Thank you. I do like this shirt quite a bit. At the bottom,
I don't understand what that top word is. I get the graphics underneath.
Yeah. The bottom, it says we are what we create. So it's one of my favorite shirts to wear to work because this is where I create things.
Huh. Very creative.
Very artsy.
It is arty. Okay. Anyway, back to the story. Was that all the announcement stuff I have to go through?
I think so.
You got anything else you need to add?
You reminded them that we are closed the week between.
Yep.
Yep. That's it.
That's it.
That's all I got.
Okay. Rock and roll. All right. So this time of year, Christmas. It's coming.
It is.
People give gifts.
They do.
People receive gifts.
They do.
People return gifts.
There are also other holidays this time of year that people do gifting things
There are, absolutely.
And so appreciate those as well. But
whatever your holiday you're celebrating.
Giving season.
I'm getting something, I'm giving you something, but the problem is, do you know what I want? Did I tell you what I want?
Probably not.
Probably not. This will be a problem for me.
Yes.
Because I am quite particular about all my stuff. So, with gift giving season,
yes,
it's very, very important as quilters to make sure we let people know what we want.
Yes.
I asked AI, because I always ask AI, because I love AI because it's so random. And sometimes it's great.
Yes.
It seems to be getting better. It's learning.
Here's the thing about AI is that it's the best it's ever been, but like today.
It's still not great.
Still not great.
Because it actually takes all the information from that it sees on the internet and like compiles that information. So you get a couple people that put some bad information out there and things get weird.
For sure.
So let's give it a shot. We'll see what it does. I asked it, what are the best gifts for quilters for 2024?
Nice.
Right?
So what does the robot say?
Well, here we go. First thing it said, fabric and notions.
Okay.
Okay. I also, just because I don't take AI at its word, I cross-referenced a lot of Facebook groups. There's several Facebook groups out there. If you're not on Facebook and you're not in the groups to catch information, you're kind of missing out on kind of a dumpster fire at times, but other times great source of information.
Yeah.
There's a lot of groups where people asked, what do you want for Christmas? What are we getting our quilty friends? What are we doing? And so getting that information from quilters helps to really kind of cross-reference with AI's opinion on stuff. So fabric and notions. I'm going to break this one down a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Break it down.
Break it down. So AI said quilters can always use more high quality fabric in their favorite colors and patterns. Other useful notions include quilting rulers, rotary cutters, threads, and batting. Okay. So yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Let's talk about fabric.
Okay.
First off, fabric is a new quilter. Not a bad idea.
Right.
But with caution. New quilters, if you're new to this hobby, you may not have a giant stash of fabric to choose from.
Sure.
Right? So if somebody buys you some fabric, it may be nice the first couple of years to get kind of fabric gifts. But if it's not in your general colorway, I like bright colors. I really do.
Yeah.
There are some prints that I just don't care for.
Absolutely. Some things are not your taste.
Exactly. If I get something that I'm not excited about, it's going to sit in my pile. Maybe someday I'll get to it. But, you know, it can be a dangerous decision.
Absolutely.
I think fabric is probably the most be careful what you're asking for there.
Here are maybe some caveats to that.
Okay.
If you're traveling, like I did have family go to Hawaii and they brought me back fabric from Hawaii. That was pretty cool because it's not something I can just get at my local shop.
Sure.
So if you're traveling and there is like a specific style of fabric that is famous in that place, that might be a time to consider buying fabric as a gift. The other thing is if it's something like super novelty that you know that you love, like I'm a cat person. If anybody buys me cat fabric, it could be the ugliest cat fabric. I will still love it.
Super excited about it.
So if it's I would say in those two instances, you're probably safe to buy fabric. But otherwise, maybe not.
Right. So that's a good point. Make sure, I think really knowing what that person likes.
Yeah, for sure.
Expressing that to people that you love cat stuff. And like we somehow didn't know that.
Everybody knows.
Make sure people know what you like.
Yeah.
Because maybe you made some quilts for some people, but it was to what their opinion of taste was. Like they asked for neutrally something or other. You don't care for neutral, but you begrudgingly went through and made the gift for them. And then they buy you a bundle of browns and tans. Oh, gee, thanks for the mud, guys. I'll put that in the pile. Don't do that. So, people know. So new quilters, maybe. Fabric, maybe. Seasoned quilters. General consensus across the board? No.
Don't do it.
Please don't. Please don't buy me fabric.
They drowning.
Most people have been doing quilting stuff for at least even a year or two.
Yeah.
Have a stockpile. You have a stash. Raise your hand if you have a stash of fabric. Yeah, that's cool. It's real. I love when we have new customers that come in and they're like, I'm only going to buy for one project at a time. I think I know one person that's actually held to that. Never works out.
I tried for a while. I tried.
It doesn't work.
Sometimes, though, especially if you are someone who has quite a bit of stash and then you're gifted fabric, you can almost get an added layer of guilt.
Yes.
Right? Because you're like, my aunt so-and-so bought this fabric for me and I still haven't made something with it.
And now you have to make them something with it or whatever.
Yeah.
And some people just get fabric given to them because somebody passed in the family or a friend or whatever, and nobody knows what to do with it. So they're like, here's more fabric. So the last thing you want is a Christmas gift of more fabric to add to that pile, and now you'll never get through any of it.
Right.
So I love fabric. We all love fabric.
Yes.
I don't really want it as a gift. Okay. So that's my opinion on fabric. How do you feel about that? Good?
I agree.
You guys agree with that one? Yes, no? Raise your hands, please. Appreciate you. Notions, however, again, tough one. I think as a new quilter, it can be a great opportunity to get some of those gifts or some of those tools, those notions that you've really wanted.
For sure.
Great opportunity for it.
Mm-hmm.
You've been doing this for a minute. You probably have every tool and then some. So, but
yeah,
there are things that are gifty that are great. So let's say, for instance, pins versus clips. I am a big fan of clips.
Me too.
I do not like stabbing myself.
No.
However, if I have to stab myself, I go through these and I may lose some. I may sew them into the projects.
Ooh, don't
Sorry,
do
friends,
that.
be careful.
Don't do that.
I don't recommend it. But,
no.
But they get bent, they get destroyed. So, something that's replenishable or reusable that will get lost, broken in the process of a year, not a bad gifty idea.
Absolutely.
Again, make sure you let your people know what it is that you prefer.
Do I have hundreds of clips? Yes. Do I want more? Yes.
Especially if they vary in color or they come in a cute tin.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, you're going to lose them over the course of the year. I mean,
totally.
I'm not saying that Danielle's sewing room has clips here, there, and wherever they land, but they happen. That's why occasionally we got to spruce up a bit, find all the clips.
Sometimes I roll over them with my rolly chair.
Sometimes they get rolled over, casualties. So, but be mindful of those things. Those are great gifts.
Absolutely.
For people. Needles for sewing machines.
Yeah.
With caution, again, make sure you let your person know what type of machine you have and what type of needle you need.
Mm-hmm.
Some brands are specific. Some people like Schmetz. Some brands like organs. There are not thousands, so many different types of needles.
Yes, there are many.
There's leather needles. There's knit needles. There's stretch needles. There's
non-stick needles.
Non-stick needles.
Top stitch needles.
Universals. There's jeans. There's so many different kinds. You don't need all of those for quilting purposes.
Correct.
So let people know what you need, but also functional. Same goes with bobbins.
Right.
I thought that was a really good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times do you need another bobbin?
I mean...
Same with clips. They get lost.
I'm never going to be mad to have more bobbins.
Right? You throw them. I don't know where they go. Something went bad on it, so you just need a new one.
Yeah.
Bobbins are great. But make sure the person knows what brand to get.
Sure.
Make sure that they stay brand specific, so that way you have the right bobbin.
I would say the same about thread. If somebody buys you thread, that's a great gift. It's something I'm always going to need more of, but some people have a preference versus like cotton threads or polyester threads or brand.
Yeah.
So make sure that you have that piece of the conversation before you just buy somebody some random thread.
Absolutely. If you are watching this and you are not the quilter and you're gifting this to somebody, best rule of thumb for you, don't skimp.
Yeah.
Is that an amazing low, deep, dirt cheap price? Maybe not the best option. Name brand does matter in quilting.
It does.
If I haven't said it before, I'll say it again. When it comes to quilting and really any hobby, you get what you pay for. If it's a brand that's been around, been trusted, and is actually well known to be a good brand, people have, will tell you that. You can't sell somebody in this business junk and say, "Oh, it's fantastic," because guess what they're going to do? They're going to tell their friends, and then they go buy no more. So be careful when you go. Don't skimp. Terrible idea. Okay.
Also, there's like a little bit of an education process to all of this.
For sure, there is
happening to your gift purchaser.
Yeah.
And sometimes as quilters, we don't necessarily want the people in our life to know how expensive this hobby is. So
there's also that.
Careful with that information. Do with that what you will. I totally understand that.
There's solutions to that, but that is real.
That is real.
That is real. That's my money. That's none of your business. I'm going to spend it how I want. But
so in that case, maybe a gift card is better.
Well, yeah. We'll get to those. Absolutely.
Okay. We're getting
You're
there.
going my lawn here. Stop. Back up a little bit. Jeez, Louise's me.
I'm sorry.
No, but really, that's. But also things like scissors are a great gift. Who doesn't need another pair of scissors?
I have so many.
I mean, because you set them down, I don't know where they are. You'll find them later when you go to the next project, maybe. Or you have a couple pair laying around and you're good to go.
I went to my friend's house. They're non-quilters. They have one pair of scissors in their house.
Ooh, that's weird.
They have to keep track whether it's upstairs or downstairs.
They know where they're at?
And I'm like, one pair? I have like 17 pairs of scissors. And many of them have different uses.
I have some that aren't usable, but...
Yeah. I mean, no.
They just hang out there. They're more of like just a blunt object to smash things with.
Yeah.
It's more of a hammer.
Anyway,
scissors hammer.
Definitely getting scissors for those friends.
Good options.
One pair in your house? No.
That's so sad. Anyway, but you need a pair that's for fabric and a decoy pair for when they come in looking to cut open this popsicle. What are you doing? Just use your teeth. It's fine. Or just get out of my sewing room. Anyway, those are really important. And then also the idea of books and patterns as a gift under that whole fabric notions thing. Books and patterns are okay. However, again, if you've been doing this for a minute,
you might have a good stock.
You don't want duplicates on stuff, and that's unfortunate to get those. So,
and again, might not be to your taste.
Right, may not be your willingness to want to deal with that.
Sure.
So, again, if you're buying the gift, be mindful, kind of know what your person has already. If you're asking, make a list. It's your best bet.
Yes.
Because, designers put out new patterns all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So there's always new stuff out there. You may have a favorite designer. You may not have a specific pattern. Ask for that specific one.
Yes.
Okay.
I love that Jennifer said anyone can buy her anything Tula Pink.
Anything Tula Pink. If you're watching and you know her and you're looking to buy Christmas for her,
pattern,
anything
fabric.
Tula.
Yes.
I have backing fabric you can just come buy for her.
Yeah.
She needs it. 3 yards of it, exactly.
I agree, though. Even the Tula Pink notions are wonderful.
They are fancy looking.
So if you're shopping for me, Tula Pink is also great.
Cats or Tula Pink. She's good.
Yep.
All right. So anyway, experienced quilters, honestly, across the board, consensus is gift cards. I don't want the fabric. I don't want the notions. I've got what I need. Give me a gift card. Let me decide what I want. Gift cards are not in bad taste. They're not tacky. They're fantastic.
Yes, they are.
If you're watching this and you're thinking of buying something for somebody without their understanding or your approval of what you're doing, think of it this way. If you're a woodworker, I found this reference. I felt myself being very proud of myself.
Okay.
You decide that you're going to buy something for your woodworking spouse and you buy them a Wood River 5.5 jack plane for their shop.
I don't know what that is.
You're a woodworker. You know what that is.
Okay.
Do you need another one? Chances are, no. Also, is it the brand that you like to work with? Chances are, maybe not. Now you're going to put it in the cabinet with the 4 others that you have because they keep buying them for you like we used to with ties for Father's Day all the time, and now you're never going to use it? Why would you do that to somebody else? It's just trust me on this. It's a tool. I was going to get the image for it, but I'm like, nobody cares about wood planes.
No.
Nobody cares. We're quilters. You can't plane fabric. It's already thin.
But, okay, so some people think that buying a gift card is kind of an easy way out, let's say.
Oh, I know that thought process. I love them.
I would much prefer the person I'm getting a gift for actually get what they want and get something that they will use. And that is a great way to do it.
Yep.
Also, if you're getting it from a small business, you're helping to support a small local business, which is always great when you can do that.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
2 benefits to buying a gift card. It doesn't have to be just like, here's money I threw at you. It's you're contributing to their hobby.
Absolutely. It's fantastic. So Pam loves gift cards. Sandy loves gift cards. Do the gift cards. It's okay, guys.
Yes.
Jennifer does need that backing fabric. I know you do. I'm trying to help you out. Donna, figure out a way to buy me time to quilt. Take the kids out. Yes, Donna.
Wow, that is a great idea.
We're getting to that. It's AI, man. It's on top of it.
Yes.
So next idea Ed I threw out there. AI says tools and equipment. Again, kind of similar to Notions because kind of we bulk lump all that stuff together.
Yeah, for sure.
It said quilting machines are a major investment, but they can be a dream come true for serious quilters. Other helpful tools include cutting mats, pressing irons, and basting spray.
Yes.
If I get to open a can of basting spray for Christmas,
well, you have a long arm.
I'm going to be sad.
You are going to be sad.
Because I don't really want basting spray.
No.
But if you baste using basting spray and that's your method, you get it. It's nice to just have another can because you're going to use it. But yeah. I found it an odd, weird. I don't know. It seemed odd. It just struck me the wrong way. But back to that equipment, machines. My favorite story, and I'm not telling anybody specifically because I don't know if she actually watches. Came in. She brought in her sewing machine that her husband just bought for her for whatever reason it was, birthday, holiday, just because I don't remember. It wasn't working right. I opened it up. I fixed the little hook area because it was all it was.
Yeah.
And she goes, fact is, he just bought this for me. I didn't really want this one. I wanted something a little better.
Oh, she was hoping you would keep it broken.
Yeah, she was hoping it was broken. Then she's like, what else you got? So we did a trade-in. We got her a new machine.
Nice.
One that she wanted and one that she was happy with. Listen, guys. And I'm aiming this at the men, husbands, if you're listening, as a fellow man, husband. Believe me when I tell you, please don't just randomly buy the machine for your wife. Or if she asks for something specific, please get what she asked for.
You got to know what the must-haves are, right?
There are must-haves. We talked about that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
On what you really need in a sewing machine.
For sure.
Go watch that. Make your list. Get what's asked for. Going rogue and buying some rando thing from somebody else, like dealer specific. Some people want specifically from a specific place because they know they're going to get help there.
Absolutely.
Buying it somewhere else because, it was cheaper. That's cool. It was online. Guess what you're not getting?
Service and support.
Help and support. Yeah. Don't do that to them.
Right.
They want help with their machine if they need it. So be mindful of that, first off.
For sure.
But also, make sure you guys have that open communication with what you're looking for and be, real about it. Again, It opens that door to cost of things.
It does. It does, which,
But, let's be honest about things. Let's not hide those things. It's fine.
Yeah.
Cutting mats, also very important things that we need.
And things that you need again and again, unfortunately. They don't last forever.
They do wear out. Like, you cut holes in these things, like, over time, you're cutting in the same spot over time. They wear out. But self-healings last a little longer.
They do. They do.
A good quality cutting mat will make your life better.
Yeah.
So if you don't know and you're the gift purchaser, ask the store you're going into.
Yeah.
They'll tell you what you need. And if you don't know what you need as a quilter, come in and ask. We'll tell you which ones are the better ones to get. There's a couple brands that are worth it. Some you'll wear through.
Sure. Be mindful of the amount of space your person has. If you have a quilter that is a dining room table quilter, maybe don't get them the 30 by 60.
You really don't want that.
That's not going to work.
It's going to be a rough
so space is important in that particular gift.
Absolutely. And also, rulers are a great equipment piece to purchase for people sometimes. New quilters, chances are they're lacking in the ruler category.
Sure, yeah. Because they're trying to get fabric and notions and the basics to just get started.
Chances are, as a new quilter, they have a 6x24 or 4x24 ruler. Mm-hmm. These are great. They work really well for a lot of purposes. Pretty utilitarian on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Smaller ones are great too because when I'm working on smaller pieces, it's nice to pick this up as opposed to running around with this giant monstrosity.
Mm-hmm.
Even smaller little quickie ones, these are fantastic. So this has our name on it.
It's one of my favorites. One of my favorites.
Or even the Stripology rulers.
Yeah.
These are great gift ideas. I've had a lot of people say, that's going to go on my Christmas list.
They are an investment, but they're totally worth it.
For one of these, you're going to replace several different rulers, and those rulers add up to around $250. So one of these guys, replacing several of those.
I mean, again, it's more like a whole cutting system, if we're honest.
It is. And Dana, with the Stripologies are the best. I agree.
I agree, too.
I see posts in groups all the time with people saying, I'm not sure if I understand this ruler. I don't know if it's a good investment or not. It's from people that haven't been shown how to properly use it.
Absolutely.
That's why we have Danielle, to show people how to use them. That's why she's a certified instructor. By the way.
Yeah. I mean, she's good for many other things, too. But
oh, yeah. She's great. We love her. That's why she's here. Because she's awesome at this.
Yeah.
So, those are your tools, all those things. Again, the basting spray. I don't get it. But other cool equipment that may be a great gift idea.
This guy?
Uh-huh.
Sorry, there's too many things.
Irons. How many of you need a new iron? How many of you are maybe not ready to talk that person into buying you the Laura Star? Fair enough. I'm going to tell you right now, though. Best iron ever. Best steam generating system you will ever have in your life. On the other hand, if you need something simple, maybe you need a portable iron.
Yeah.
I like the Alisos.
It's a great mini project iron. I use my mini Aliso all the time at home because I don't have to get up and move, for just my quick pressing. It's great. Also good to take to classes where I can't bring a whole ironing board situation.
Absolutely. I think the important thing to keep in mind is when you're buying an iron, again, sometimes price matters.
It does.
Do know that after a while, most irons will go out. So, if you're going to be replacing an iron once every other year or once every 6 months, that price adds up where you could have just saved a couple bucks by just buying a better one, top line that has like a warranty and, 10-year parts guarantee. And then you don't have to worry about those kind of things. Yes. Good ideas.
Do I have the mini Aliso? I do. Here it is.
Do you have one in your
I do have. So this is the M3. This is the newest iteration of the Aliso mini project iron. I wish I had an M3 a little bit because I have the M2, the previous version, and they just did some smarter design features. You can move the cord to either side, so if you're left-handed or right-handed or however you have your setup, you can make it a little bit more customizable that way.
Yep.
And they changed it so that you can set the iron up, which I really like. So absolutely worth it. Like I said, I almost wish I had this version other than the purple one that I have. And this one is so cute.
Yeah.
What a great color.
So they come with a little trivet and that you put your iron on. But again, the other travel ones that they had previously, the cord came out of the back. And if you're used to using an iron, typically you're used to being able to stand it upright.
Yeah.
That is so nice to be able to take that mini and put it upright so you don't forget to.
And yes, Pam is correct. This also does have the little light in the front. It's a lighted iron. It's wonderful. Because
sometimes you're ironing in the dark and you just need a little bit extra light.
I mean,
I've never ironed in the dark. If it's dark, I'm not ironing anything.
In the quilty realm, I can never have enough light.
That's true, though. That's also another great gift. I didn't see a lot of comments on anywhere. Lighting.
Yes,
I mean, if you need a nice indoor light, ask for one.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't really think twice about it.
Yeah.
But there are some great lighting sources out there. Find something that is awesome and go with that. All right. Let's see here. So we talked about books and magazines. I'm not sure. I guess, did I miss this, I guess? I don't know. Quilting books and magazines are a great way for quilters to learn new techniques, find inspiration, and see the work of other quilters.
Sure.
I guess I kind of did reference this a little bit already. Having a favorite pattern writer. Really great way to ask for that gift.
For sure.
Let people know what it is that you're looking for. But I guess there are quilting magazines out there. They're a great way of seeing other projects, seeing what other people are working on. I don't know that I've ever gotten a subscription as a gift, but that doesn't seem like a terrible idea the more I think about it.
Yeah, no, you get a little gift every month or however often it comes out, every quarter. So that's kind of nice. You get something every year.
And usually there's patterns in there, which ideas that you can try out and kind of know what's new and what's coming up. So not a terrible idea. Not my most favorite idea so far. Thanks, AI. I'm kidding, obviously. Anyway, moving on. Here we go. Quilting retreats. This is a great option. Quilting retreats are a quilter's paradise. These events offer quilters a chance to spend a weekend or longer surrounded by fabric, tools, and other quilters. They often include classes, workshops, lectures, and plenty of time to quilt and socialize. This references back to Ms. Donna and her opinion on give me time.
Yes.
Here you go. Nothing better than having the time to work on a project. We don't have retreats necessarily here like multiple days in a row, usually.
Right. We don't have an overnight situation.
But we do have open sew days, which is a day to come and sit and work on a project free of all the home things.
Yes, the best part is the distance between me and my dishes, okay?
Right?
Because
and that pile of laundry that you don't really want to deal with.
Yes.
Or that dog that won't stop begging you for you to play with it.
Yeah, or a
with
cat.
You literally 8 hours a day. Why do I need to play with you right now? Go away. So retreats are a really great way to get that time. And for somebody to gift you that and say, here you go, take this, go enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
There's quilting cruises. I mean, if somebody wants to buy me a quilting cruise, I will go.
I'd go.
I mean, I'm not going to say no at all. I will have to get a passport. I don't think mine is current.
Not all cruises require one.
Okay. I mean, if you want to just put me on a John boat and drive me out in the middle of a lake, I'm going to question what's happening. I've seen The Godfather. I know how this ends.
You put a sewing machine in the boat, it'll be fine.
Look, there's a sewing machine. Get in the boat. It'll be fun. I promise. Not really. There's no power cord. What do we... Okay.
But I do think that there is a trend of people that are at the point where they're like, I have so much stuff. I don't want stuff. I want experiences.
Right.
And this is a way that you can do that.
And that is absolutely the way the hobby is trending is experiences. Because, again, we can get a hold of fabric and all these things super easily. Yes, you go into the stores and you buy them. We thank you for that. But I know you leave with a pile of stuff and you're not coming back in with a quilt the next day. So things add up. And so having that time to go and work on projects, awesome.
Yeah.
Really, I think one of the best gifts. If you don't know how to get one of those retreats for somebody, again, gift cards are a great starting point to make that happen. Give them at least a funding portion of here. Go ahead and figure out how to get that for yourself. And then go.
Yeah.
Have fun. Absolutely probably one of my favorites. Quilt-themed accessories.
This guy.
Quilters love to show their passion for their hobby. Quilting-themed accessories like tote bags, mugs, jewelry, phone cases are always appreciated. So yes, they're super cute. They're fun. Who doesn't love a kitschy sewing-themed mug, shirt, or tumbler? Honestly, some people.
Yeah.
Some people don't want it. They don't want them.
That's very true.
It was the weirdest thing to read that in several posts. Actually, especially in the Young and Millennials Facebook group.
Yeah.
There were some people adamant, do not buy me a t-shirt that uses the word sew, S-E-W, instead of sew, because they felt it was very unnecessary and cringy.
A little overdone.
It may be overdone, but we're quilters. Sometimes that's what happens.
And that might be a generational thing, too.
It could be, possibly.
I don't see that so much with, like, the older demographic.
I mean, it's cute. It's fun. It's about having fun. So, also, they're great. They're exciting. Also, the other side of that is they are items that take up space.
For sure.
This was probably one of the biggest, like, legitimate complaints for things like that, because I don't need another kitschy item to take up space in my room that is already packed full of fabric.
Right.
Fair.
So,
again, read the room. Know what you're okay with. If somebody gifts one to you, just smile and say thank you.
Yes.
And just know that another holiday and another birthday is coming for somebody else.
It is kind of nice as a younger person to sometimes be wearing a sewing shirt out and about and find another person who sews.
Yeah.
Because so often it's people that are outside of my specific demographic.
Right.
So that is kind of nice. I did wear one to vote once, and somebody was like, "You're a quilter?" And I'm like, "I am." So fun to find you in the wild.
It's in the wild. It's crazy. I don't get it. That's fun, actually.
Yeah.
I've not ever had that, but I also don't wear a lot of sewing shirts. And when I do, most people don't actually read them. And because I'm a guy, they wouldn't understand, why is he wearing that? Weird.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
But you can kind of advertise that as being maybe your not typical quilter.
Right. For sure. And those happen.
Yeah.
We're over the place. Pam agrees she doesn't need another item with no use or stash waiting for inspiration.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. I mean, it's real. I love my space. I don't want more things in it. Not unless I bring them in.
Yes.
Last thing that AI recommended was quilt classes and workshops. Quilters of all skill levels can benefit from taking classes and workshops. It's a great way to learn new skills, get feedback on your work, and meet other quilters. Same concept as the retreats, except you're going specifically to a class. Sometimes a day class, a couple hour class is way easier.
I love a class.
I mean, so much easier than being gone for a few days. I mean, packing everything up, getting in the car, driving wherever you're going, unpacking, all the... no.
I know that some people will do the math on a class, right? They'll be like, well, fabric is going to cost me X amount of dollars, then plus I have a class, plus the supplies I need, whatever. Sure. And they're going, well, that's a pretty expensive project. And I can agree with that. But you are getting new skills.
Yeah.
You're getting community with the other people in your class.
Which is huge.
Also, you're getting that time, that dedicated time to make that project.
Right.
Which for me, that is huge. So, like, yes, I've taken bag classes that have been hundreds of dollars to make a bag that absolutely should not cost that much. But
it was the experience, though. But you could do it again if you had to.
Yeah, and it was so great.
It's the knowledge you gain from doing that, which is great.
Right, and such a wonderful experience to have and look back on. So, definitely don't regret ever buying a class. Right.
So, and that's another thing. Again, buy a gift card, or they can buy you a class to something specific. We have classes on using your stripology room. This is upside down. But you could take that class. $45, that's an easy gift.
Yeah.
You don't want to buy the class specifically because you don't know that the date works for that person. Gift card.
Yes.
Here's a gift card for $50. Go ahead and get yourself in that class. You got that day, figure that day out. Go have it. Have fun.
Yes.
Go meet some other quilters. How many out there don't have quilters in their immediate circle?
I need more. I mean, I have my family.
I mean, I don't know that we count because
we don't count.
We're family.
And all of our friends are people we met here.
We've grown the circle based on the quilters we've met here, but like outside of the immediate people, like I don't.
Yeah.
I have people that have no idea that quilting's a thing. So classes are great for meeting other people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they're there for. So again, when it comes to classes, just do it.
Yeah. And sometimes it's so nice to not have to explain to someone what a rotary cutter is when you're hanging out, to just have that quilty friend who gets it.
Right. Having to cut off dog ears. Man, you say that in the wrong circles, they gonna get you and they gonna lock you up.
Right. Or when you're just like,
dog ears.
Oh man, I'm working on this quilt and I have to make 500 half square triangles, and somebody will be like, oh man, I totally get it. That's what I need. I need more of that in my life.
Right. Absolutely.
And you get that in a class.
There you go. So make sure you get yourself in those classes. Ask for those things. Ask for it specifically.
Yes.
And again, don't be afraid to ask for the gift cards to your local quilt shop. It does not hurt.
No, it doesn't.
You will be so much more thankful to spend your money how you want to spend it.
Yes.
Also, keep in mind that we do sell gift cards on our website. So you can go to warmandcozyquilting.com. There's a section. Click on Buy a Gift Card.
Yes.
Whatever. I think it's in $50 increments.
If you go to shop, it's the very first thing that pops up. 25. I want to say that it is 25, 50, 25. 75, 100, and 200 are the only denominations that you can purchase from on our website. But if you need a different denomination, you can always call us and we can do it over the phone for any amount.
Right.
I mean, we've done, my friend is turning 56, so I want to get her a gift card for $56. We've done that before. Any number is fine.
Absolutely. With that, those gift cards will come to you in an email.
Yes.
So that way you don't have to have a physical card. You can print off the one sheet, hand it to that person you're gifting it to.
Yes.
Works out flawlessly.
Yes.
Also can use them on our website at checkout. So then you don't even have to come in the store. You know what you want. Here you go. I got this, and there you go.
Yep.
On with your life.
Easy peasy.
So Jennifer totally counts us as her circle.
Aw, thanks,
That's
Jennifer.
Awesome. High five. Again, we are fine with that because we enjoy what we do. So if we're your circle, awesome. Love it. Let's see here. Pam says she needs more quilty friends, but who doesn't? Yeah, I mean, right.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes it so much more fun sometimes. But that's what guilds are for also, things of the sort. Let's see. Pam says, you're so right. Your ideas are great. Thank you. But I do have to give some credit to AI again.
Yes, we did use the robots.
I would say short of the basting spray gift idea.
Yeah.
Still not keen on that one. But also not a baster, so maybe I don't get it entirely.
Right.
Otherwise, mostly did good. Jan, I love the ladies I've met with warm and cozy classes and open sews. Right? I know it's great. And Pam loves that idea.
It's great to have a buddy for when there's the next shop hop or bus tour.
Because shop hops are going to be a thing.
Because that's definitely a thing.
Absolutely. So, Pat Davis, quilting friends are the best. You are absolutely correct. They will talk you into all sorts of things you know you didn't need.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. couple things before we run off. You have your favorite idea suggestions for Gifty things.
Oh, I was just also thinking organization tools. I am a chaotic crafter.
I did read that somewhere. Somebody said something about organizational tools. Yes.
Which is the nicest way to say that my sewing room is absolutely a disaster.
It's worked in. It's
any help that I can get in the organization, I would love. So
there's a tip to using those.
Yeah, using these are great. I have 2 of them, and they're wonderful. Also, like project boxes or things like that are also great.
The best part about these is they work really well when you actually use them.
Yeah.
If you have them sitting on your desk and all your stuff is over here and this is still in the box,
it's not working so well.
It's not doing you what you think it should do. It's pretty, but it's not doing you any good.
Yeah. So I did bring that, and then we already talked about thread, but
thread
I brought
also
that too.
Great idea, but again, brand specific. Some people have specific requests.
For sure. And then we also brought in this rotary cutter, which we didn't talk about, which would be a great gift, but also something you want to know what brand they have or what brand they've been dreaming of.
Right.
And then replacement blades are also a great gift idea because you always need those.
Always need those.
And man, I'm always
brand
happy
specific.
when I change my blade. Because
Makes
I'm
so
like,
much difference.
Oh, I should have done this so much sooner.
Why didn't I do that 2 weeks ago while I was trying to not cut my finger off? But again, brand. Please be specific with that. It does make a difference.
It sure does.
Okay. Don't mix your Ford parts with your Chevy parts. You know what I'm saying. Don't do it. Okay. Anyway, Pam says that she thinks I had all those ideas in my head already. She's probably right.
Yeah.
I mean, they are pretty well a consensus in the quilting world. So those are the best ideas I can offer all you guys. Hope that you guys got something useful out of this.
Yeah.
Make a list, hand it to your friends, hand it to your family, let them know what you want. Pam's sewing craft room is a mess right now, but always gets messier on Christmas. Serves as a wrapping station too. Holy cow.
Yes. So does mine.
So organizational, man. Yeah. Those organizational bins, brilliant idea. I know every Christmas we've had them in store. It's been a couple years since we've done it. They sold out super fast.
Yes.
Every time.
Mm-hmm.
So not a bad idea. Get yourself some of them.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. You got anything else you want to add at this point?
No.
At this point, I think we're going to call it good. We're going to get out of here. We'll see you at least, if not today, for some fat quarters for $2 a piece. $2 fat quarters. Plus Gifty stuff. We'll see you on Wednesday for a live sale.
Yeah.
We'll see you on Wednesday for a live sale. Here, 5 o'clock Central.
We'll see you then.
Bye,
everybody.